Ну, наконец-то. Очень-очень давно не выходила у нас хроник капитана Лаптева. Я уже даже, если честно, не помню, когда у нас последний выпуск был. Надо было посмотреть. Вот то, что он был 29-й. Это было где-то летом прошлого года. Так, плюс-минус. Должны были они новый эпизод выпустить осенью, именно сюжетный, но в итоге это все у них вот улетело, как и обещали, на февраль. И новый эпизод должен был стать типа вот специальным для ивента, приуроченного к 15-летию игры. И вот наконец-то он у нас появился. Идет в Kings and Queens и называется Axiom. Присоединитесь к кооперативу в Дельта-квадранте, вот, чтобы противостоять борговскому вторжению. И узнайте, что случилось в системе RAM и ZAD. Вот. И там главное лицо у нас действующий будет директор Хью. Тот самый Хью, освобожденный Борг из ТНГ. Который там был старший из детей. Вот, они там еще с детьми, помнится, был мемный момент, где они там из глины всякие кубы, сферы, треугольники лепили и так далее. Ну ладно, давайте посмотрим. О.
Director of the Cooperative Borg and Borg Reclamation Project speaking. I am reaching out to you as Command has spoken very highly of your accomplishments. In particular, I'm told you're experienced in dealing with a variety of Borg. Another incursion is taking place in the Ramazad system. Can you meet me there? I'll send you my coordinates upon arrival. I'm still waiting to hear back from other allies. We'll need all the backup we can get.
Так, значит, что мы получим в награду? Какие-то униформы. И Very Rare Space Item. Вот что это такое? Рандомный. Посмотрим. Ну, давайте делаем трансформ. Ой, надо было этот гэмблинг девайс завязать. Я что-то про него забыл опять. Ну вот так вот, да, честно говоря, ожидали мы, что какой-то актер будет покруче. И персонаж, ну вот получили Хью. Ну, ладно. Ну, тоже неплохо, тоже неплохо. О, кумарка.
I'm responding to a call from Director Hugh of the Cooperative Borg. The Lucari Concordium has recently chosen me as their ambassador for all things Borg. He asked me to join him here to help with another incursion. I've been here for quite a while now. I'm not sure he's coming. Are you here to help as well?
Да, пришел помогать.
I agree. He's typically quite punctual. So I've heard, anyway. Well, I'm afraid I've also come across some starship debris in the system that I have yet to identify. It appears we're arriving at the aftermath of a tense clash. I suggest we try and find the director together. With your permission, I'll set up a sensor link so that our ships can share any data we find.
Хорошо.
Sensor link is active. Let's start with the ship debris up ahead.
А он Раскава. Кораблик ее.
Let's see. Sensors are picking up microscopic fragments of advanced regenerative circuitry. Nanites.
А, ну это ж синих борков.
System debris. This is most certainly a fallen cooperative probe. Something must have happened to their fleet. Let's hurry. There's more debris over there.
Сильно ускоряться не буду.
Scans indicate high-density alloy and further bulk circuitry fragments. Disruptive, not regenerative. In any case, this is not cooperative debris. The quantum signature doesn't even match our universe.
А, ну вон следующий. Уже отсюда видно. А, я даже раньше. Ну это этих синих боргов. О! О, да, вон контрольные борги прилетели.
Well done. That certainly explains the debris' quantum signature. Let's continue. I see a final cluster of debris up ahead.
Так.
This fractal alloy is unlike any debris I've ever seen. It's protected by a quantum dispersal field. Someone must have come back to scatter the ship's debris signature. Its origin is untraceable.
Так.
Heads up! Subspace sensors are picking up residual distortion nearby. A warp trail.
Ага. Сейчас кто-то вылетит.
Array frequencies. Tachyon decay and
Ух ты, Хармони.
suggest this warp trail is 2 hours old. We should get closer. There might be survivors. Oh dear. Sensor readings are fluctuating erratically due to the magnetic properties of dense asteroids nearby. It's the Harmony. What's Tassin Fei's ship doing here? Perhaps Tassin Fei was called in to help as well. The vessel seems to be suffering from multiple systems.
Как бы их не ассимилировали.
They may require assistance. Shall we send out a hail?
Ну давай, вызываем.
Right. Starship Harmony, this is Admiral Kumar K of the LSS Ruskava. Come in. Tassin Fei, do you copy? No response. Complete.
Не копирует.
I know this isn't exactly standard
Ну,
protocol.
корабли у них красивые, конечно, у этих.
Gravity of the situation.
Забыл, как раз называется.
Consider beaming down.
Ну
You're
давай.
right. Let's proceed with caution.
Так. Ой, ой. Новостя начал делать.
The magnetic properties of the denser asteroids near the ship are interfering with our scans. An excellent idea.
Сейчас будем двигать кораблик.
Coded subspace transmission detailing our intentions. I should be able to transmit it on a narrow enough frequency for it to bypass the interference, but we're unlikely to be met with a response, I'm afraid. Here's hoping Tassin Fei is able to receive it, and that we aren't breaking with any Etherean customs. Right, I have identified a
Выбора-то у нас все равно нету.
system where signals are not compromised by the asteroids. Meet me there.
Копируем.
Who would have thought that you'd be towing the Harmony today?
Так, и куда? Я прям реально утащу эту штуку. А, ускоряться нельзя, да.
Still too close to the asteroids. Just a little further.
Сейчас.
It's working. The interference is subsiding. I suggest we try a final hail before we scan again. Starship Harmony, this is Admiral Kumarke.
Повернусь к ней.
Starship Harmony, do you require assistance? Nothing. I'll consult with my comms officer. Ensign Farunte, what's your assessment?
The Harmony might be experiencing a communications blackout, Admiral. This is likely unrelated to the interference caused by any asteroids.
Well, time really could be of the essence. We still have no idea where the director is or if he's all right. And I'm beginning to worry that the same might be said of Tassine Fay.
Да.
Look good. Shields are low.
Огня.
I'm not detecting any breaches, so it must have been done voluntarily. The scans also indicate that the atmospheric conditions aboard.
Может они все отрубили, чтобы их не обнаружили борги, не ассимилировали.
Furthermore, the ship itself is exhibiting properties that are consistent with a multi-dimensional vortex. It's as if it is phasing in and out of existence. Or at least parts of it seem to be.
О,
What's more, multiple sections of the ship seem to be under strict lockdown.
ну, надо вниз чего.
I recommend we stay on high alert.
Ну, конечно. А мне идти разбираться.
Lockdown. This mission could be quite dangerous, especially if the Etherians are unresponsive. Quite sure, but I do appreciate you asking. I would rather face my fears head-on than retreat to the proverbial shadows. It's been quite good for me. I feel empowered, actually.
Ну она с нами пойдет. Ну ладно, хорошо.
The ship's systems should have logged our attempts at establishing contact before beaming down. That said, I'm not sure I trust the accuracy of any of our current scans, given the situation. One last thing. I do recommend we leave our bridge officers behind for now.
Мы вообще вдвоем пойдем.
Sending anyone else down there before conducting a preliminary assessment. Ready when you are.
Ну, окей. То есть мы вообще вдвоем с Кумаркой сейчас пойдем. О, как. Как у них внутри красиво там. Свет вырубили.
This interior. It's beautiful. It looks like the hallway behind us is locked. In fact, this room is under full lockdown, which I suspect will be true of most of the rooms we will encounter aboard the Harmony. Bypassing security lockouts might require some thinking outside the triangle. Or box? It's an Earth saying. I suggest we take a look around. Perhaps there's another way out. Let's tread carefully.
Ну, погнали, чё. Пу-пу-пу-пу. Так, ну байпас
Maybe this
есть.
will allow us to open the door to the hallway behind us.
За тебя, Кумарка, никакой.
No, the security clearance required to bypass this console is too high. We won't be able to go this way. Let's look around. Optimizing tricorders for environmental scanning. What a unique structure. Optimizing for material analysis. Incredible. These polygonal wall structures act as data nodes. It appears they store recordings of events that have happened aboard the ship. They contain both visual and auditory data. You don't suppose we're being watched, do you? In any case, it looks like this room's lockdown has been bypassed. Let's try the console by the other door. There must be a way forward.
Типа тут постоянно все записывают, нифига себе. Весело им живется.
Well done. All right, we'd better stay alert. We don't know what the consequences of bypassing the security measures aboard this ship are.
Сейчас все какие-нибудь роботы повылазят.
Variety of automated countermeasures.
Ну да, или тюрельки.
None at all, given the situation. Let's keep scanning for abnormalities along the way until we get to the bottom of this. Lead the way.
Не, ну, конечно, внутри у них корабли прям выглядят очень красиво. Опа, какой-то обломок. Harmony we are secure.
That's what Tarsine Faye always says. Could I have a word? I'm feeling a little uneasy. No, not about the possibility of finding a Borg incursion aboard. It's about the comment I made earlier, about being watched. It was meant to be light-hearted, but I'm starting to think we are being monitored. It doesn't help that this room is on lockdown as well, and it looks like the security clearances increase the further along we get. We'll need to get creative again. Interesting. Instead of recording in real time, we could recalibrate the output so that the node plays back a recording from the past.
Ага, записи, посмотреть, что случилось.
At some point, someone aboard this ship must have input the console code needed to unlock this room. Such a recording might also provide us with insight into what happened aboard the Harmony. Spot on! I would need to input some kind of information about the data we want to access in order to bypass any encrypted subroutines. In theory, this would allow me to recalibrate the node's parameters to play back an older recording. Though I'd have to reconfigure the node's memory buffer array to act as a hollow matrix interface instead. In other words, the node will no longer function as a recording subsystem, but as a hollow emitter, activated by a... I have to say, even though I'm not pleased about reverse engineering Ethereum technology without authorization, the science behind this is quite exciting. Hopefully, Tarsine Faye will understand.
Поймет,
If there's still room for information, I will begin recalibrating the node's parameters. Reconfiguring memory array to optimize for hollow emission output. Remodulating tricorders. Integrating environmental data to bypass encryptions.
Байда, интересно.
The system is active. Shall we give it a try?
О, сейчас запись будет. А, то есть они шли вместе с освобожденными воргами.
This technology looks like a fragment of a larger piece.
Director Hugh, it is good to finally meet you face to face.
So, you said you needed help.
It worked! So, both Director Hugh and Tarsine Faye were aboard the Harmony. What's more, the decay rate of the chronoton particles emitted by these projections placed the recording approximately 1 hour before.
Час назад. Ой, привет, привет. Все, наконец-то я добрался до сюжетки.
Battle took place out there occurred after the director beamed aboard. Curious. It's a start.
Блин, как у них кораблики-то красиво изнутри выглядят, у этих афериан.
Out of order. The node's harmonic emitters didn't take too kindly to being tampered with. I doubt we'll be able to play out the full animated sequence of events. That said, we should be able to realign the data and unlock the full recording if we place these in the right order.
Много диалогов тут, да?
Place these fragments in the correct order. What happened first?
Так. Ну вот это.
Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his bridge officers aboard the Harmony.
Ну, потом они отсканили.
Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his bridge officers aboard. Director Hugh scanned a piece of technology which he considered to be part of a fragment of a larger piece. So, naturally,
ну все, они пошли.
First, Tassin Fei welcomed.
Ну понятно, да.
We did it. Right.
Тут прям.
The data back into the node in the correct order this time. We should be able to play the full sequence of events now. Remember, it's likely to be visually incomplete due to the harmonics malfunction within the node.
Потихонечку выполняю ивент. Стараюсь каждый день заходить, чтобы побыстрее закрыть. Он Ромулансу своему кораблик взял за подарки. Ну, посмотрим, как доживу до него. В любом случае, я Зена на него тратить не буду. Уж больно круто он стоит. Ну, а там пока... Ой... Да, 1650. Ну да, я несколько дней пропустил, да, поэтому у меня поменьше. Вот. Чутка поменьше. Ну, тоже неплохо. Я прям на второй, по-моему, день ее сразу же выкупил. А просто не было возможности зайти на выходных. Вот, а так вот. Ну, сейчас вот потихонечку Зены опять коплю. Посмотрим. Если получится, то вторую тоже сразу же выкуплю. Ну, наверное, да. Конечно, награда за ивент в этот раз была. Этот торговый кораблик. Ну, просто смех. А, кстати, ну-ка. Они поменяли картинку? А, по-моему, картинка другая была. Где же это было-то? А, в Бояуте. Да, они поменяли. А то там же этот Alliance Rex был в Бояуте.
Great teamwork. We've pieced it all together. It looks like Director Hugh and his officers beamed aboard the Harmony to help Tassin Fei identify a piece of... Exactly. Fortunately, the data node recording also shows the console code used by Tassin Fei to bypass security. I suggest we look out for other consoles along the way. Perhaps we'll be able to use this method again. This probably also won't be the last data.
Ну вот, если только брать его исключительно ради этого мостика, вот. Это да.
Might have been control Borg then. Look! It seems like a struggle may have taken place here.
Так. О, мультики пошли.
One of Director Hugh's officers.
Он, небось, сейчас ассимилированный заново будет.
We better help them. Shields are still down. We can stabilize them and beam them out.
Он, по-моему, сейчас красным промелькнул, или мне показалось?
This isn't good. We need to figure out what happened here. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? That's the spirit. Our tricorders are already remodulated and optimized for holographics. If you gather
опять сейчас голограммы смотреть.
encryption subroutines, I'll get started on the node's parameters.
Ну, хорошо. С кошкой.
I'm feeling less guilty about tampering with Etherean technology.
Our
allies could be in danger.
Нормально.
Calibrating parameters. Almost there. Got it. The fragments should be ready to play.
Так, и что там?
Lower decks.
Нифига себе, там причесон. Я так понимаю, там потом опять сейчас эти собирать. О, там прилетел товарищ из синих боргов.
What are you doing?
It worked! Unlike the last recording we watched, these initial fragments seem to be in the right.
Ну, хоть не надо их собирать заново.
Tarsine Fey was leading Director Hugh and his officers to the lower decks of the ship. After that, something or someone attacked them. Well, this part seems right. However, my scans indicate the presence of corrupted data located inside the memory buffers. One of the following fragments does not align with the expected data intervals of the recording. That is to say, one of the recordings of Director Hugh was added later on. It was
Добавили потом.
artificially injected into the data sequence. Possibly. Perhaps certain data nodes are equipped with added security measures. We do seem to be in an observation lounge after all. In any case, we need to make a choice and identify the artificial fragment so we can remove the corrupted data and access the rest of the recording. Which fragment was artificially added to the data node?
Мне кажется, что там как конструкт этот, нет?
The node is not responding to that input. Let's try. Which
Ну,
fragment
значит,
was
то, что
artificially added to the data node?
Борг атаковал.
An unknown construct appeared from beyond the portal and attacked the group. The falsified fragment has been identified. First, Tarsine Fey told Director Hugh and his bridge officers that she would lead them to the lower decks of the ship. But then, an unknown construct attacked Director Hugh and his bridge officers from beyond the portal. One of his bridge officers was left wounded. Well done. That's it. It wasn't a control Borg that fired at Director Hugh's officer, but an unknown construct. It seems Etherean? The corrupted data has been removed successfully. The full sequence of events is now ready to play. Unfortunately, the harmonics are acting up again, so expect some fragmentation. The system is active. Let's play its last recording.
Давай. Так. Вот, ага.
It is a shame you are not staying longer. We have much to discuss. I am curious about the liberated Borg.
Well, the path of a liberated Borg is not easy. Ultimately, it's about giving others a second chance.
Fascinating. Ethereans believe in giving others a second life, like an ascension.
I suppose you could compare it to that. Helping others overcome their past so they can grow.
Indeed, if you follow me, I will lead you to our lower decks.
You said this is where you found the Control Borg boarding party?
Indeed.
Do you know how they were able to bypass your shields?
We are uncertain. Several malfunctions have been reported. No conclusions have been drawn yet.
Ну вот эта байда прилетела.
This was not supposed to happen.
Get behind me!
My word, so that's what actually happened. It seems like an Etherean security system of some sort attacked Director Hugh and his officers. But by Luca, I cannot imagine why someone would come back afterwards to plant a falsified recording implicating the Borg. It's beyond me. In any
Да,
case,
странно.
Faye's remark is important. If the Etherean security system has gone rogue, there might be more for us to worry about than control Borg. Fortunately, this recording also shows the console code used to activate this portal. I suppose it will lead to the lower decks.
На нижние палубы сейчас пойдем.
Here's the code. Will you do the honors?
Угу. Ну хорошо, погнали. Так. Ого. Ой, нифига себе, у них там телепорт. Точнее, типа лифты не юзают.
These lower decks sure are darker. A word? Yes. I mean, I think so. I feel confident that we are on the right track, especially after seeing both Director Hugh and Tarsine Faye pass through here. And yet, I just feel unsettled. There's something not quite right about all of this. Do you feel it too?
Да, что-то неправильно. Так.
I want to make sure you know that you can count on me entirely. Last time we underwent a mission together, I told you I wasn't certain I'd be a reliable ally against Borg forces. That's not the case anymore. I feel stronger than ever. Although I still have some reservations, I won't be showing up late to the party this time.
Да, хорошо.
Well, I'm glad
Прикрывай
that's
меня.
settled. Let's get back to business. This room... Exactly. You know the drill. If you search the room for information, I'll begin recalibrating the data node's parameters. Those encryption subroutines won't stand a chance. I admit, I'm feeling apprehensive. What we're about to see next could be very telling. Integrating the environmental information.
И кубики летающие.
Bypassing
Yeah.
encryptions.
Так,
All
еще
done.
и... Ага.
The fragments are ready to play.
Due to bridge, requesting immediate backup.
There has been a grave misunderstanding.
Вот так вот кубик во всем виноват.
Fret not, Director. We will not let you perish.
Да, че, его замочили? Так.
And uplifted anew.
Perish? Did they really get into some kind of near-fatal altercation? I can't even imagine it. Tarsine Faye is our ally and friend. There must be more to this. Unfortunately, my scans suggest that the node's memory buffer may be overloaded. Over time, this could lead to slight alterations in recorded material due to deletions or simplifications, for example. So rather than an artificial addition, it seems to be a corruption of the original events. There should be some truth to this scenario, but something's off. We'll need to identify the altered fragment and restore it to its original form in order to play the full sequence of events. Which data node fragment was altered?
Ну, ладно, допустим, то, что он оружие поднял у нее.
The node is not.
Да нет.
Which data node fragment was altered?
Ну, ладно, ну, последний.
Which data node fragment was
Ну, значит, то, что он
The
упал.
altered fragment has been identified. Director Hugh raised his weapon at Tassin Fei, but he was not critically wounded. Finally, Tassin Fei lifted his body out of the room. By Luca, we did it! I was hoping for this outcome. Hopefully this means that Director Hugh was not gravely injured. Let's see what actually happened here. The full sequence is ready to play.
Да, прям какое-то целое расследование тут. И без боев. Чисто такое текстовое, так сказать.
Our security system is registering you and your officers as prime board.
Tassin Fei, I really don't want to take down your construct. Get them to stand down.
I understand. This won't be necessary. You will be neutralized until we can repair our systems.
Neutralized? Okay, we might be getting lost in translation, but that's not happening.
Ну, это понятное дело. Ну, тоже, и, так сказать, интересный эксперимент. Типа как детективное расследование. Ну понятно, чтобы его не замочили, его вот не нейтрализовали. Так, ну я так понимаю, сейчас дальше идти. Так.
By Luca, we did it. I was hoping for this outcome. Hopefully this means that Director Hugh was not gravely injured. Let's see what actually happened here. The full sequence is ready to play.
Не тот текст поставили.
Tassin Fei's choice seems somewhat abrupt. It certainly wouldn't be acceptable by Lucari diplomatic standards. But if she intends to uplift him anew, as she said, perhaps she only meant to conceal Director Hugh's bioscience from her security system.
It не нравится.
Wildly different from mine or yours. Perhaps this is not as transgressive as it seems. I agree. Let's input the console code so we can move on and beam in some backup. The coordinates might be a little off as we are unfamiliar with the Harmony's exotic interdimensional topography. Beam-in could be delayed, and the exact arrival position unknown. Admiral Kumarke to the Rescue. We are requesting backup
Galactic.
for Harmony.
Что-то
Director
гамшует.
Hugh is down.
Так.
I repeat, Director Hugh is down.
Ачивочку дали.
Kumarke, this is Ensign Varunte reporting in. We have notified both of your crews. We're struggling to get a lock on your position. We'll beam someone down as soon as we can.
Copy that, Varunte. Right. Let's not waste a moment.
Тут какой-то триггер. Опа! Какая-то байда.
Hugh's other officer. Let's stabilize them and beam them out.
Я думал, что там тетка. Энсин. Опа, опа, опа. Опа, опа, опа. А где мои все...
Unsurprisingly, this room is also on lockdown. We'll need to figure out how to move on without a recording of Tarsin Fei's console code. We could take a swift look around. Any insight into the Etherians could be valuable to us. What an incredible astrometrics laboratory. I never imagined Etherians to be galactic strategists, though. Perhaps they are less quick to trust others than I had originally thought. This star chart shows an array of interlinked gateways placed across a vast number of alternate dimensions. Fascinating. I haven't seen many other species use gateways as a means of transportation.
Так.
Cybernetic onslaught.
Кибернетик Onslaught.
These military texts describe the battle the Etherians fought against the Borg, as well as other civilizations. This retelling is much less grim than I would have imagined. Didn't they say the Borg decimated their entire universe? Perhaps the military texts hold the key to our exit. That's it. Well done. Lead the way. Rogue security system constructs up ahead.
Опа, опа, опа. Ой-ой-ой, нифига себе у них там конструкты.
Let's keep moving. Look out! Control Borg heading our way. They must be beaming in from other sections of the ship.
Так, пойди, у меня... Ой. Это...
Are these Etherian living quarters? Oddly enough, it sort of looks familiar.
Так, там какая-то оптималка пошла. Надо посмотреть. Ага. Может, это дополнительную ачивочку дадут? И чё? Там какой-то костюмчик дали. О! Здорово.
It's a whole wall of Grandad Bexes. But why? Perhaps this is how Etherians honor their fallen.
Типа имена, что ли? Да, я уже, в принципе, понимаю, да. Сейчас. Пойдемся. Да, такая, знаешь, ачивка для упертых. чё, сейчас. Раз такой. Звук немножечко другой был. О. Блин, тут best. Так, все, отличненько.
I'm picking up life signs nearby. Admiral Kumar K to the Rescava, requesting an immediate status report.
Admiral Kumarke, this is Ensign Varunte reporting in. We've got a lock on your position. Who should we send in? Understood.
Мою команду, конечно.
Your team. They should be with you soon.
And Ensign? Tell them to be careful, please. This ship is packed with Borg. It seems the Etherians use these energy portals to get from one level of their ship to the next. I wonder how many there are aboard the Harmony. In any case, this Etherian portal is already open.
Так, так, сейчас получается наши, мои должны гаврики прилететь.
This is Ensign Varunte. Did the crew make it?
They did, and not a moment too soon, Varunte. I'm picking up life signs further ahead on this deck of the ship. Localized interference makes them hard to identify, but it could be Director Hugh and Tassin Fay. I'll be right behind you.
Так. А, ну не все. Ой, что там уже начали воевать, блин.
Seems there are no data nodes in this room. And still no signs of Director Hugh or Tassin Fay. Without the recordings and console codes, we'll need to rely on environmental information alone to move forward. Let's try the console at the end of the room. Neurodrills?
Так,
Hydroponic pods? Is this a sick bay or a science lab? Nothing here. We'll have to keep looking. Rogue security system incoming! Our console interaction must have activated them. We're stronger than the last one.
О, да, уже типа прокачанные. Ой-ой.
Well done. Quite the interruption. Now, where were we?
Это моих аж положило. Так, надеюсь, Ланза там подымет. Она их не поднимает? Блин.
It does seem like a line from Tassin Fay's axiom. Through harmony we are secure, through unity we are strong. Perhaps the redactions are an added security measure. The words seem to have been superimposed with others that cannot be translated, not unlike a palimpsest. But if this line reads anything like the other two, then I'm not sure why a redaction is needed. Me neither, not in any of my interactions with Tassin Fay. Either way, this unfortunately doesn't help us unlock the door.
Так, ну во, вроде всех поднял.
This is a partial biomedical display of Etherian energy readings.
О, у них там куски от Борга лежат.
These readings indicate the presence of enhanced sensory organs, regenerative internal probes, and an energy-based core. It looks like the Etherian anatomical composition is 70% biological, 30% mechanical, and The rest of the data is missing. Strange. Perhaps there's another console in this room that contains the access code to the door. Heads up! Rogue security system incoming again. Predictable, I suppose. They've upped their offensive, likely due to a perceived increase in threat level aboard the ship. Oh, I'm glad that's over. Let's try another console.
Погоди, надо сначала залутаться, прежде чем консоль активировать.
That's it. The door is open.
Ура!
I'm detecting a lifetime. Cognitive functions are compatible with the cooperative Borg.
Там офицеры пошли с триблами играться.
What is this place? Look! It's Director Hugh! We better check his vitals. The Director's life signs are stable, but he's been put into a stasis. Scans show the pods are equipped with an integrated dispenser valve and a medical interface connected to the ship's console system. We should be able to wake the Director up by using a console command to activate the pod's dispenser. We just need to modify the output to release some sort of powerful stimulant. That would do it. Look out! It's the Etherean security system!
Это кто бы сомневался.
Scanning the Director's pod must have alerted them.
Нифига себе, они моих офицеров положили. Сразу вообще всех.
We can hardly catch a break, can we? Let's activate the pod's dispenser.
Где? Какой диспенсер? Ребят, воскрешу.
Excellent. The cordrazine should kick in shortly. It looks like getting out of this pod from the inside is the tricky part. From out here, it should be relatively simple. Excellent idea. Not my speciality, though, I'm afraid. Indeed, we could target the control panel with a localized EMP to fry the locking mechanism. We could also recalibrate the control panel to bypass security parameters altogether. The choice is yours. Let's give it a try.
Инженер. Будем делать инженерный подход.
That's it. We can open the pod. Director Hugh.
Не показали, как она открывается.
Where are my officers?
They're safe. They're on the Rescava. We beamed them out, but we've yet to find Tassin Fey.
Forget Fey. We need to get off this ship. I'm worried about Tassin Fey too, but not the way you are. The Ethereans? They've been lying to us. Here, look.
It's the missing data from the Etherean lab.
Through harmony, we are secure.
These biosigns.
Through unity, we are strong.
Нифига себе.
Understand? They're consistent with...
Borg. Yes, but also
Through fusion, we are victorious.
Iconians.
look out.
Ни хрена себе, что за мутант?
What was that?
A problem for later. Its escape has triggered some kind of red alert. Shields are up.
Damn, there goes our plan of beaming out.
There might be another way.
Вот это поворот.
I usually greet an ally of your distinction, but I suppose this is somewhat of a unique situation. I'll save the details of my gratitude for later. Needless to say, I owe you one. As for our escape plan, the raised shields do pose a problem. However, during my brief time aboard the Etherean ship, I learned that beaming out might not be the only option at our disposal.
Right. The Harmony's wall structures act as data nodes that store recordings of past events that have happened aboard the ship. We reverse engineered the nodes in order to play them back, much like a holo recording.
Your creativity is commendable. Well, however daunting that must have seemed, Tassim Faye's neutralization wasn't as effective as she'd hoped. It looks like the Etherians don't know enough about liberated Borg biology to knock us out entirely. Not yet, anyway. While I was being carried through the Etherian lab, slipping in and out of consciousness, I managed to send out a nanoprobe I had pre-programmed to scout for situational intel. Correct. This nanoprobe retrieves key data that is considered either useful or harmful. In this case, that included the hybrid Borg and Iconian biological composition of the Etherians, which the probe classified as potentially harmful. However, that's not all. The nanoprobe also detected massive energy spikes coming from a room on this level, up ahead. The energy type is consistent with the one emitted by the ship's portals. My guess is gateway technology. It could be Iconian. Hard to say. Your guess is as good as mine. Most importantly, my intelligence suggests the Etherians are not on their side. Or ours. At least not for now. Well, as a liberated Borg, or XB, as we used to call ourselves, I have hope that any civilization or individual might be open to reform. If they are anything like the Borg, or ancient Iconians we know of, then there might be a way to help them. But this isn't a hypothesis I'll live to test out if we don't get moving. That's a lesson I learned the hard way.
Вот что за ХБ такое.
So let's table this talk for a safer environment. Let's get out of here before more pots explode. The Harmony's defenses have locked the path behind us. The only way onward is forward. Call me Hugh. I've spent far too many stardates as a nameless.
Hugh it is. What are those?
Assimilation pods. Heads up.
О,
We got company.
так.
Fighting them feels wrong. I thought we were allies.
Typically, I recommend setting phasers to stun, but that's advanced assimilation I'd rather avoid, Admiral. Another hostile wave of Etherians incoming. Your reputation precedes you. Well done.
Это ж из королевства Борг. Секундочку. А, ну это эти.
My nanoprobe is detecting elevated levels of gamma radiation nearby.
Ух.
the harmony's core.
Granddad Bex!
The Etherians have lowered some sort of fractal containment fields blocking our path.
Leave it to me. I've become quite the expert on
Understood. We'll keep the Etherians at bay in the meantime.
Resist and you shall crumble. Accept and you shall ascend.
Another one? This influx seems endless.
То есть пока она там оверайтит, они будут бесконечно лезть, я понял. Да, вот те и союзники.
Incredible.
Collaboration is fruitful. Why such discord in the face of harmony?
He is teleporting away. That's our chance. Let's get out of here.
Воу, там уже уфигачили, пока я воюю.
A magnetic containment field protecting a cube-shaped reactor core.
Looks familiar, right? If only my tour had started in this room.
It's quite the display for a reactor core. It must be important to them.
Trapped again. It did seem too easy.
You're right, Hugh. These granddad vexers are beaming in with no end in sight.
There must be another way to defeat them.
I have a plan, but it's risky.
Ну давай уже.
I'm all ears.
If we lower its containment field, we could fire at the reactor core to initiate a breach.
What about the gamma radiation leaking into the room and the potential loss of life aboard the ship?
I'm willing to bet that putting the core at risk will initiate an emergency power transfer protocol. This would divert all main energy back to the core's containment field, interrupting Etherian transporters.
And likely divert power from the fractal containment fields too. Hell of a plan, Admiral.
And we'd have to backtrack into the room to carry it out.
A risk worth taking. Let's do it.
I'll get to work on this fractal containment field. The field has been lowered.
Let's act quickly. The Etherians aren't messing around.
I'm on it. Cover me. Reconfiguring security parameters.
Давай побыстрее, подруга.
How much longer, Admiral?
10 seconds.
You've got 5.
Done. The magnetic containment field has been lowered. Target the reactor core. Radiation levels are rising. We need to leave.
Let's go.
The control panel is malfunctioning. Cover me. I just need a couple of seconds.
Your second life awaits you, Hugh.
Where's Hugh?
There's something I need to do.
Radiation levels are too high. We need to leave. Emergency systems might seal this section off. This could be our last chance.
I know. That's why you should go ahead without me.
You can't save him, Hugh.
I know, but if I can get through, for even just a second, then it's worth a shot. I have to try.
Damn. We can't leave him behind.
Grendat Bex, that's your name, right? Where's Tassine Faye?
We are Grendat Bex. We are Tessine Faye. We are all at once, and soon you shall be too.
I'd rather die than be reassimilated.
It is the only way. Uprisers shall be quelled, deniers shall be fused. You must join us. You must ascend.
Listen, it doesn't have to be like this. My people have the means to restore your freedom.
You misunderstand. We are free. We have long been freed from the shackles of Iconian rigor, and we have taken what serves us best from the Borg. We are evolved.
See, the trouble is, I think you're free, but you're not. Everything you're saying right now, that sounds an awful lot like a collective I used to be a part of. You think you don't have a choice, but if you ask me, you've just forgotten how to choose.
You are mistaken. We do not choose the ether. It chooses us. We follow its path.
Well, a wise man once told me, even when you think you don't have a choice, there always is one. I might not be able to help you now, but maybe I'll be able to help you one day. No one is beyond redemption.
We need to leave now.
I'm sorry.
Ой, так.
Follow me.
Чё, где, куда? А, все.
Incredible. An entire bay of gateways.
Admiral Kumarke, I've been told your scientific expertise lies in stellar stabilization and planetary restoration. How do you fare with gateway stabilization and remodulation?
You are in luck. These aren't too dissimilar from the Duret system gateway we encountered recently. I should be able to modify one of the gateway's frequencies to match the coordinates of our ships.
Perfect. In the meantime, I'll send out a call to the cooperative for additional backup. If my earlier distress signal worked, then the Yasutake should already be waiting for my return.
The Rescava is on standby. Right, I'll get started on the gateway.
Heads up! More hostile Etherians incoming.
Кто бы сомневался. Да.
Through harmony, we are secure. Through unity, we are strong. Through fusion, we are victorious.
Там 30 секунд еще. Лут. Фьюжн дело хорошее. Но лут поинтереснее будет. Так. Ой-ой-ой. Как бы сейчас не отъехать. валим, 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 валим. Надо еще с ним поговорить, господи.
Nicely done, Marke. Well, no time to waste. Let's see if this gateway takes us to our ships as intended. See you on the other side.
Там лут остался, да фиг бы с ним. Что-то это беленькое выпало.
Loud and clear. It's good to see you both back on your ship.
Забафаемся.
But this isn't over quite yet. The harmony is hailing us.
Friends, this truly has been a grave misunderstanding. Remnants of our Iconian heritage, yes. To protect you from your own assumptions, of course. For your own benefit, on your path to a greater truth. The only truth. We seek not to harm you, but to welcome you. As we eventually did with the Borg, we stand on the precipice of a new era, led by the Ether. We are and we can be. Today's events are a testament to our strength in dealing with unforeseen adversity. We can be more than a united front, more than allies. We can be one. Do you not recall our axiom? Through harmony, we are secure. Through unity, we are strong. Through fusion, we are victorious. Was it not our mistake?
There must be a diplomatic way forward, even after today. Tassine Fei, my people and I, we can help you. The cooperative advocates for the free Borg. Our reclamation methods are consistently evolving and improving, and yet the core of our mission remains the same. A liberated Borg does not rid themselves of their past. They simply dare to challenge it.
Tassine Fei, I strongly suggest you consider this offer. It might be the only chance you get before the galaxy turns against you for your duplicity.
The galaxy will turn against itself long before it turns against us. We will watch from afar as factions burn and tear each other apart. It is foretold. The Ether will be ready to welcome those who survive. Your rejection of perfection is disappointing. We were hoping you would see the light, but you are not the first friends of ours who have refused ascension. Like everyone else from our dimension, you shall undergo fusion. It is inevitable. We learned from the best. We have been watching you for centuries. It is a shame that all of this ends now. Your individuality has been most intriguing, but it is useless nonetheless. Soon, we shall be fused, and you will know perfection.
Your ship is compromised, Tassine Fei. Stand down.
Да,
You are no friend.
такие вот друзья оказались. Ну да, длинная, ну тут типа с поворотами, со всеми делами. А этот Хью прям идеалист до конца.
Harmony has settled on conflict.
Я так думаю, под конец-то как-нибудь подружатся.
Harmony's repairs are nearing completion. Brace yourself.
Мне щиты слетели.
The harmony is disengaging.
Кубик прилетел.
I've made the call. Any moment now.
А щиты слетают. О, по флангу кубика ударили.
Backup arriving just in time never hurts. However, Tassine Faye is still out there somewhere, and what she said about the galaxy turning against itself may be true. Reports of Borg incursions are multiplying by the stardate, with an unusual increase in infighting amongst Control, Mirror, and Prime Borg. Right. We may well and truly be on the precipice of a new era, as Tassine Faye said, one of a multiversal war.
Multiversal, нифига себе. Прям Марвел начался.
Safety and regather our strength. More Ethereans could arrive unannounced at any moment. I will mask our warp signatures so we can return safely. A little trick I picked up during my unfortunate time in captivity many years ago. Once we're out of harm's way, I'll contact you to send over any information the Cooperative has on the Ethereans. Oh, before you leave, I wanted to thank you for coming to my aid. There was a time in which a person like you might have left a liberated Borg like me behind. I'm touched to see this is no longer the case. Though we are no longer the most despised people in the galaxy, forging alliances is still a delicate endeavor for us. This means a lot to me, and the Cooperative.
Today was eventful, to say the least. But I'm thankful I had you by my side through it all. We make quite the team. It only pains me that Tassine Faye was never really part of it.
Итальянцы, ты правы были на их счет.
Never really took to the Ethereans, did they? In any case, I must return so I can forward Director Hughes' intel to the Lucari Concordium when I receive it. Reporting the possibility of a multiversal war with the Borg to our superiors will be an interesting conversation. Wish you the best of luck.
Да.
Did your warp-out also malfunction? How odd. This happened to me recently on another Lucari ship. I'll be sure to report it. Let's try that again. Stay safe out there.
Значит, с ворпом это что задело, я так понимаю, на следующую миссию. Эта байда приключилась. Еще какая-то херь там выскочила из капсулы и ускакала. Так.
Here's the intel we gathered on the Ethereans. It appears they are alternate universe Iconians, fused with the Borg to forgo assimilation. An event as yet unheard of. Their advanced Iconian technology and knack for deception has also been cause for great concern. Multiple reports of cooperative ship malfunctions after first contact with the Ethereans have now surfaced. Lastly, during my time aboard the Harmony, I overheard Tassine Faye speak of the creature that escaped. I activated my translator just in time to hear her call it the Chimeran specimen. That's all I have for now.
О,
Reach out if anything changes.
Chimeran спесимент.
Should you need us.
Ну, ясно. Ой-ой-ой. А, и вот эта униформа. А, и вот эта консолька прилетела, все, я понял. Всякой херни понападала. Я сразу разберу тут, да и все. Потом не вспоминать. Я же там апнулся с испугу. Ух. Да, действительно, эпизод супер длинный. Вот у меня 1:20 ушло на прохождение. Ну, на самом деле, если прокликивать все диалоги и прочее, там оно может гораздо быстрее пройти. А так, считай, как полнометражный фильм вышел. Ну, прикольно, прикольно. В принципе, задел на будущее тут сделан, что вот эта байда, которую скакала, этот химера, как получается. Вот. Плюс как-то они теперь должны с этими параллельными айконианцами воевать. То есть, да. Ну, блин, будет очень, конечно, здорово, если они в этом году хотя бы еще 2 таких вот миссии сделают, потому что как-то тоже вот Situation Under Control, она где-то летом же была прошлого года, и все. Потом вот только вот сейчас до февраля больше ничего не было. Будет здорово, если сделают продолжение. Не, ну это понятное дело, там ходьбы много, да, это согласен. Ну ясно, ну ладно. Фу, наконец-то, блин, спустя столько времени продолжили хроники Лаптева. Вот, юбилейный, кстати, 30-й выпуск у меня. Тоже вот, слушай, прям и день рождения, и юбилей, и все сейчас замечательно. Ну тогда следующий стрим будет уже как вот добью кораблик. Вот. Вот. Да, 3015, вот. Выглядит очень прикольно. Не знаю, буду ли я этого Союза на него пересаживаться, посмотрим. Но, по крайней мере, выглядит интересно. Прикольно. Вот мне очень нравится вот именно такая вот форма у кораблей. Он же вроде как этим крузаком же считается, да? 4, ну да, 5 инженерок, 5-3. Ага. Команд, ну да, инженер команд. Ага. Ясно. Ну ладно, это вот уже, так сказать, для следующего стрима. Посмотрим. Постараюсь поскорее. Зены на это тратить точно не буду. Вот. Кстати, там это в промоутах, по-моему, больше ничего и не было, да? Да, там в промоутах больше ничего и не было. Ну ладно. Нормально. Да, миссия длинная, можно сказать, где-то занудная, но интересно. И вот с таким, с поворотиком тоже. И накинули, так сказать, на вентилятор этих событий на следующие миссии. Вот. Тут, говорю, самое главное, чтобы не было таких, блин, гигантских перерывов. Вот. Было бы круто, если бы за год хотя бы еще бы 2 миссии бы выпустили. Вот где-нибудь летом что-нибудь и под осень. Было бы замечательно. Ну, опять же, это все не от нас зависит. Да. А что, да, следующий стрим будет вот с этим корабликом. Будем его смотреть, изучать. Но это уже к концу февраля, началу марта. Вот. Так что, наверное, пока со Стартреком и все. Все, еще раз всем, кто заходил, всем спасибо. Алекс, отдельное спасибо. Что-то там. Увидимся на следующем стриме. Ну и опять же напоминаю про ВКонтактик, Бусти и Дзен. Тоже подписывайтесь, лайки ставьте. Вот. Все, еще раз всем пока.